Hey everyone, this is Jason again. So we got a little bit of head start on the garden this year. It's been unseasonably warm, not hot, but just warm. Typically we wait until Memorial Day weekend, but we actually got everything kind of up and going, planted in the garden the weekend before Memorial Day. So that was nice. And this is essentially the video of us doing it. Some quality husband and wife time. This clip here, I'm just taking off my landscape rake because I got to hook up the dump trailer and go down to the borrow pit and get some soil. So we'll just take you along. The borrow pit is just a huge mound of forest dirt that'll go rob from time to time. Then I'll bring it back up and we'll mix it up with some compost and make some good garden soil. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, just set it up on the tripod. You're gonna have to push the button while I lift it up. Hey, I thought I'd jump in here real quick. All we're doing here in this clip is getting the beds ready. We save cardboard throughout the year and use that as our base to kind of help keep the rodents out, the insects, the weeds, you name it. And it seems to do a pretty good job for us. So that's all we're doing here is getting them ready. And then I'll be bringing in some dirt here shortly. So as you could tell earlier, we're getting the garden going. It's May 17th. I mean, technically we should wait until Memorial Day, but it's just been so nice. Zero freeze days for like weeks now. So we're going to go ahead and throw the plants in the garden. But I wanted to make a few more of these boxes. I think I'm going to make one more, or this one plus one. It just looks really nice down in the garden. I like how it turned out. We have a few other ones out of 6x6s and whatnot, but so I'm going to finish this up. I got to rip down some, I guess, trim boards here now, and then like I did on my previous ones, I've got a video out where I made 4 of these, and the material, I talk about the materials I used and stuff. So on the bottom, I used some cutoff of the railroad ties from a previous project. Nothing goes to waste. So that's what I'm going to do. Top this with probably some scrap over here if I can find some that's worth a darn. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead and mill some more up, and then I'll on the bottom I'll put those cutoffs of the railroad ties. So that's the next step. So these are the railroad tie cutoffs. So these will be on the bottom, and so I can run my lawnmower right over it. I don't have to get the trimmer out or anything. It's already, I already did it on the other 4, and it works great. Just time saver. And I've got these cutoffs anyways. I've been using them as a walkway for my sawmill, but I still have plenty more. And I'm gonna generate more once I get my retaining wall up there done. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I get the tractor. Okay, I got to mill up some framing lumber for the last garden box. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm trying to use black locust just because it holds up against the moisture and everything. I just have a bunch of scrap laying around that I'm kind of utilizing for these garden boxes. So right now I'm just cutting down some 2x material. 2x3 is what I use for the scrap, or the actual frame. So yeah, let's just keep on going here. Well, that's how you know you need a new blade. Like I said before in my previous videos, I've been milking this bad boy for quite some time. I really just have 2 more cuts that I think I have enough to kind of build that. But I was forcing it, and I am cutting through a pretty big, either 6x6 or 7x7. It's a piece of cedar. It's dry, so it's a little harder, but that's what happens when you force it. It just pops the blade off. Typically, most of the time, you just put it back on and continue. But every now and then, you do break a blade. I think I've broken 1 in 5 years, so it's pretty rare. Oh well, let's put it back on. Yeah, not sure that was just original weld spot snapped. Sometimes you can tell the line is. But like I said, I can do that and not cut myself. You know, with Joel. Probably cutting that black locust didn't help matters either. So, well, I think I have one or two left, so let's go get one of them and just toss this one in the scrap pile. Be back. Alright, brand new blade. Going in. That's one thing too, if you're interested in woodland mills, unless you really need 30 inches, which I do from time to time, I've got quite a few logs that are right at 30 inches. So I got the 130 max. But if you don't need it, don't get it, because if you go with the HM126, you can reach both sides fairly easily. With this one, I do walk around quite a bit. That would be my only advice, is don't get anything that you don't need unless there's a possibility. But again, you know, it's just walking, so it doesn't hurt or anything. Get my steps in that way, but it would just be quicker. For me, it's more of a time saver. I hadn't actually opened the carriage in quite some time either, but when I do, it's always a good thing just to check the belts, the bearings, make sure everything's tight, there's no crack on the belt or anything like that. So everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and button it up once I get everything lined up here. When you order the blades too, at least through Woodland Mills, it does come with like that shipping oil just they put on there to prevent wax and stuff. So if you're picky about that, just wear gloves. Probably should wear gloves anyways with the sharp blade. I've just changed them so many times. I've actually never cut myself, but you know, there's always that possibility. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but like that steamer, I don't know, it just smells and looks so pretty. I'm not really going to film much more of this. If you want to see how I made these, I do have another video specifically geared around these garden boxes. And you're more than welcome to watch them. But I just want to kind of, kind of just burn through this and get it done. That way we can start planting some plants. So I'll bring you all back when we got all the plants done, give you a walkthrough of the garden. It's really starting to come in nice, and wife's down there now putting some plants in other ones, so I gotta catch up with her. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, so I got all the white ones with the metal all built. My wife is filling them up with the veggies right now, but we have more plants. So yeah, like I was saying, we have more plants, and I've had a lot of scrap pieces laying around. So I'm building some more kind of log cabin style. Just putting some 8-inch spikes in them. So I'll probably build these two, and then I have some lattice that I want to put somewhere. It's been kind of just laying around. We've got some pumpkins and stuff like that, or cucumbers too. And then I got 2 other boxes that I'm going to work on, but I figure I'd just kind of show you kind of what I'm doing here. Alright, so these logs here are about 4 inches, and I'm putting these spikes in that go down another 4 inches just to secure them, because we are going to fill this with dirt, and that will be plenty. I'll probably put 3 in this longer side and then 2 on the ends. But since this is black locust, you definitely have to pre-drill. You snap those spikes right in half.
So they ended up being 12 to 14 inches high, and they're good to go. So now what we typically do is line the bottom with a bunch of cardboard or brown paper bags, and we fill them with dirt. And that's what we did over here. So this one we got tomatoes. Not really sure what kind. Oh, white cherry tomatoes. Over here we got peppers. Let's see what kind we got here. Midwest Best, I guess just California Wonder. Bell pepper. And we still got quite a few plants we gotta put in there. Here's some more peppers. And what's in this one is tomatoes, but we also have to plant all these right there in front. And more tomatoes. And I guess the missus decided to put some flowers in here after all. She did that last year and then the flowers took over, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's actually, oh, Brandywine, Super Sweet 100. Ooh, black currant, those are my favorite. Chocolate cherries are pretty good too. Chocolate cherry tomato. And I'm not sure what kind of flowers those are. She likes to maximize the beds, that's for sure. And more of those flowers, more tomatoes. Probably mix in here. Okay, beefsteak, Roma good for canning, beefsteak good for burgers. Now I want to fix up these two beds. They're just 2x6 material, so I'll have to mill up some of that. That one isn't too bad. I'll probably put some supports in there. This one, this is some really old treated wood. I mean, probably 30 years old. So it's amazing it lasted that long. And that, where that rod is, that was obviously on the bottom. So I'll just replace that out. But yeah, coming along. Got more plants yet to come in. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments, but this is a rhubarb we planted at least 5 years ago. And, you know, I've always been told that you can eat the stems as long as they're red. And this thing has never produced red stems. And I've had red rhubarb, it's delicious, but this, I don't know. I don't know if this is just the kind of species that doesn't ever generate fruit. I don't see us ever buying that, but yeah, we got a lot of this vine weed too. I think it was 2 years ago we had a drought and it just showed up like crazy. It's just never gone away since then. But yeah, if anybody has any comments or advice regarding that rhubarb, please put it in the comments, because I really like some red rhubarb. We're thinking about just taking this out. It's an impressive plant, but I want some red rhubarb. Okay, so I gotta go get some 2x6s and I'll be back.